Hey guys, what's up? If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is POMPBERRY. If you're not new here and you've been with me since Pompoween and you're feeling a little bit sad that it's over, I don't blame you. I feel a little bit sad too, even though it was a lot of work. I still feel a little bit sad. But today, I am here to tell you that it's not exactly over because from now till Christmas, I'm going to bridge the gap between both holidays doing one Nightmare Before Christmas look a week. I just couldn't let Halloween go. It's just too good to just have it end like that? I don't know. Is it just me? I don't know. And since a lot of people can't decide if Nightmare Before Christmas is a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie, I thought it was the perfect subject matter for me to kind of fill the gap between both holidays. I personally think it's a Christmas movie. They are from Halloween Town, but the movie does not revolve around Halloween. That's just my 2 cents. But anyway, let's get started with this so that I'm not talking here for like 10 hours. Today, as you've probably seen from the title, I'm going to be doing Locke, and I think you can guess who the next 2 characters are going to be. Anyway, I've already covered up my brows. That's why I look like a little naked mole rat. And yeah, I've got my hair up here. I'm going to be putting on a wig. And I know that he has yellow eyes, but I put the closest thing to that I had. These are green contacts, but they're pretty yellowish green. I might Photoshop them in the photos later. I'm going to be starting off with the Mayron Clown White Light, and I'm going to be applying it with a wet beauty sponge. And this sponge is beyond stained. I've washed it a million times, but it will always be green. So as with my Halloween series, this is going to be my personal take on the characters. These are characters that have been done time and time again, so I kind of want to try to bring something new to the table. Today I'm going to be doing like a girl version of Locke, honestly just because of the wig that I own. I really hope you guys like this series. I actually came up with it on November 1st. I did as promised. I did absolutely nothing November 1st. I just laid in bed all day, literally all day. I woke up at like 9:30, stayed on my phone till like noon, took a nap, woke up at like 2. I did do some swatches of the Black Moon Cosmetics products that I received on Halloween. Then those swatches ended up smearing all over my face. And while I was just laying in bed doing nothing, the idea came to me. And I was like, why not do Nightmare Before Christmas characters? I've never done them before. It's a movie that I absolutely love, and I actually didn't discover it till I was like in my teens. I did not know about it when I was a kid. I guess my parents just never introduced me to that movie when I was a kid, because I guess it's not like their vibe or whatever. So as you can see, this color is a little bit kind of patchy, so you have to do more than one layer if you want an even coating. And I looked at a bunch of references for him, and in some of them his face is stark white, and some of them it's kind of gray. I decided to go with white, but I am going to be doing some contouring in gray. I did apply some color corrector to my brows, which is kind of peeking through, so that's a little annoying, but I think we can get rid of that with some white eyeshadow on top. Kind of really don't want to paint my neck, but I feel like I have to. So I might paint that with normal face paint in a little bit. Now that that's done, I'm going to go in with some white powder on a big old powder puff. I think I might switch over to a big brush. Once that's done, I'm going in with Sugar Pills Taco. And I definitely need to get a new one very soon. I'm going to concentrate that on my eyebrows. Anywhere that I just want a little bit more coverage. I'm also going to make sure to set around my eyes with that. Do you guys know of any other good white eyeshadows? Sugar Pill has always been my go-to, so I've never really bothered looking at other brands. It's always the one I recommend to people when they ask me about white eyeshadow, but I'd like to know, because it's always good to know about what's out there. Oh my god, my microphone is covered in powder. Once that's all done, I'm going to go in with the Lunatic Cosmetics Contour Palette Volume 2. And I'm going to be using these grays to contour. I think these two. I'm going to start with the lighter one and see where it goes from there. I'm going to start with the nose contour just because he's got a really distinctly shaped nose. So his nose is very triangular. I think I'm going to grab a flat brush for this. I want to kind of do really as if I'm drawing out a triangle from here to here. So we're basically just trying to widen our nose as much as possible. And I didn't actually know that they were in Kingdom Hearts. I haven't really played Kingdom Hearts, only a little bit on the DS. But yeah, I'm kind of using the version from Kingdom Hearts as a reference because it's the clearest images I could get. And then he has a very long face, which is kind of like mine. But he's got a very pointy chin, so I'm going to contour my chin just so it looks a little bit sharper. So still using that lighter color, I kind of just want to do a little V shape. I get a bigger brush for this. I'm going to contour kind of around my jawline, but I want the contour to end in a very kind of sharp shape. So whenever I have to be really precise with my contouring, I like to use eyeshadow brushes because then I can get the application super precise. And then going back in with the bigger one to kind of blend that out a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of that darker gray on the flat brush just so I can, whoa, that's pigmented. Whew. Just wanted to make that little V be really apparent. I think I'm going to go in with the darker gray and add that around the nose too, to make sure that that's really well defined, and then blending that backwards. So how do you guys feel about stores and literally everywhere already putting out Christmas decorations and preparing for Christmas? Like, it's not even Thanksgiving yet. I think Christmas should be reserved for December. Let Thanksgiving have its month. Let it be its own thing. And then when December comes around, you do whatever you want. Play Christmas music, string up fairy lights everywhere, but not before that, especially because Christmas music is the actual worst. I think I'm also going to shade under my nose, this area right here, and under my nostrils as well. Funny thing is that he has like a tiny little nose bridge and then it becomes a triangle. So I think I'm going to do that as well. I'm going to take the lighter gray, draw like a little teeny tiny nose bridge. It's kind of like that. It's really weird. I'm going to take some of the white to help me blend that out. And then because I did that, I'm going to darken this contour. I'm also bringing that shading just so it doesn't end right there. I'm just kind of having it continue down and just wrap around the nostril. Bring that gray a little bit down. Kind of creating like a triangle beside the nose with the shading. So I'm bringing it outwards and then it tapers down. And now it kind of really gives that illusion of the nose shape. Now that that's done, I don't think I'm going to do any contouring elsewhere. In the Kingdom Hearts one, he's got a really dark gray like center of his face, so it's almost like this part is like really deep, but he doesn't really have that in the movie, so I think I'm going to skip that for now. Now I'm going to go in and draw the eyebrows, and for that I'm going to be using the Wolf face paint in the color red. And I'm going to be using a very teeny tiny watercolor brush for this. He's got almost like a triangular eyebrow shape, and I want my eyebrows to be even, so I'm going to start by dotting out where I'm going to place them. And now I pray that they match. So I'm kind of just connecting the dots at first, and the ends are kind of flicked outwards. Okay, so they're not perfect yet, but this is just the first line. I'm gonna go in and perfect everything, but I just want to make sure that both have roughly the same size and shape. These do not match at all. See, but this is why this is important. And I'm literally like not breathing so I can do this, but that is a super valid tip. If you want to draw a super fine line without shaking, hold your breath. Also, if they don't match all that much, it's kind of fine because the wig I'm going to wear has bangs. So Pro tip, if you can't get your eyebrows to match, wear bangs. Okay, I know they're not perfect, but listen, they're really hard to do, okay? Okay. Now I'm going to start the eyes, and I'm going to go in with the Strobe Cosmetics Creepy Cute palette. And I'm going to be using the color Planchette for under my eyes and the color Strawberry Milk for my lids. And I'm just going to pat that all over. And yes, this eyeshadow is very pigmented. And his just kind of ends there, and then he has kind of gray around it. But I kind of want to blend this out a teensy tiny bit. So I'm just going to blend this upwards. Make sure to apply it on the entire lid, so bringing it to that inner corner. So once all that's blended out, I'm going to go ahead and do my bottom lash line, patting it on first. And you shouldn't have to worry about fallout because your face is entirely powdered. So you don't really have to worry about fallout sticking to anything. If you have any, I want to blend it out a little bit. But I like that it's kind of creating like a little eye bag because he definitely has very puffy eyelids, both top and bottom. I want to blend that color out a little bit. Packing some more on. More on. Yes, I am 8 years old. Leave me alone. Thought we had already established that. So I like that blended out. I want to have the sense of like the eye bags. So I'm going to take a really small rounded brush. And I'm going to start with that lighter gray and see if it works. I don't know. I think it might be too light. And I'm just drawing like under my little eye bag. See, I'm just like contouring it. I'm going to go in with the darker gray. So I really want to define that eye bag. It just makes it look like I have a little puffy under eye. And because I really want to intensify that little eye bag, I'm taking some of the white on the brush that I used to apply the purple, and I'm going to apply that just to the very center, patting it on and kind of blending it out a little bit. Hopefully that'll just make it look a little bit more puffy. And I'm going to go ahead and take the light gray on my pink fluffy brush, and I'm going to apply that to my crease. Kind of connect it with that nose contour that I created before. So this will just kind of accentuate the lids a little more, make them look a little bit puffy, hopefully. I kind of want to intensify that a little bit more, so I'm taking the gray on a pencil brush just so I can really concentrate it on my crease, but like slightly above my natural crease because I want it to be apparent with my eyes open, you know what I mean? Like I want to be able to see it when I have my eyes open. I'm going to take a little bit of the dark gray and add it right there as well. I'm just following that crease line and always blending it out. I really like this gray and light pink combo. I used these colors for my cute Pennywise look, and I kind of really like the way that the gray looks fading into pink. It's like a combination that you'd think wouldn't work, but somehow it does. I don't know. So that's what I'm going to do on this eye as well. Kind of like how that came out. You can definitely see that there's an emphasis on the lid, so it makes it look a little bit more puffy, especially because the bottom one's accentuated. I'm also kind of intensifying this nose contour that leads up to the crease. I think I'm looking very Tim Burton-esque, which I guess is in fact the goal here. I'm going to go in with some more of that strawberry milk and just apply that over top so that it's not just gray. Still contemplating wearing lashes for this look. I'm going to see till the very end. I'm going to see what I'm going to do about that. I think I might add more purple to the bottom under the little eye bag. I just kind of want to blend some more of that out. I need my really fluffy brush for this. This one. It's the NYX number 16 brush. Just really bringing it down so that you can see that color very clearly, like that. Since the pink is very visible, I want it to balance the pink out a little bit. I'm going to take a bit more of that white just so I can blend around my edges and just make sure they're really well blended out. Now for the lips, I'm going to go in with the NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in the color Little Denim Dress. He's got very plump lips, so I might shade them after I have the lipstick on. I'm going to go in with a little lip brush so I can do the corners. I always like to extend my corners. This time I'm really doing it because he has a pretty wide mouth. Now I'm going to take the dark gray on that small pencil brush and I'm going to shade around the mouth. So I want to make it look really plump and defined. And I'm cleaning my brush off before I dip into the powder again because you will get lipstick on it and I don't want to put lipstick into my powder. So I'm making sure to do that in between dipping for more product. So clean, dip, apply. I'm really making sure to pack it into that outer corner. Man, I'm so hungry. See how that just makes the lip look 10 times plumper? And we're going to do the same to the top lip. And I'm going to take a little bit of the light gray and go around the edge. Oh, that's still really dark. Shit. Guess I'm making that top lip a lot bigger. Which is fine. He has pretty plump lips. Back with the dark gray. I'm going to take some of that lipstick again, because now there's too much gray on the lips. Blend out those edges. I'm going to take that dark gray on a slightly bigger pencil brush so I can really go in to those outer corners. And then to make the lips look extra pouty, I'm going to take Sugar Pill Taco again and pat that into the center of my lips. That will give you a really nice ombre effect. Make the lips look extra pouty. This nose contour isn't looking super straight. I'm just gonna refine that a little bit. My nose is totally uneven, so that's why doing stuff like this is a little bit harder for me to make both sides look even, but almost no one has a perfectly symmetrical face, so it is what it is. I think I kind of want to contour the chin a little bit more, just intensifying that contour. Since this look is pretty minimal, there's not much to the face. I want to make sure that what's on there really counts, kind of. And also intensifying under the nose. That'll make the bottom look flat, and his is really flat. I'm basically just intensifying all the gray contours at this point. Once I put the lip on, it was kind of easier to see what needed intensifying because it is such a strong color. You want everything to be balanced out. You don't want something to be the single kind of focal point. You want everything to be balanced. So I'm just going in and intensifying all the contours. I think that's pretty much it. He doesn't have eyelashes. I don't know if I should add some. I don't know. I am, however, going to line inside my waterline. I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Aqua Excel liner in the color M40. I know it's just a really pale yellow. And I wish I had a bright yellow, but I don't. It's really hard to come across yellow eyeliners. I don't know if it's something about the pigment that's like not eye safe, or it's really hard to get a really intense yellow that's eye safe. But I'm lining it in yellow because his whole eyeball is yellow. And then also, if I weren't lining it in this pale yellow, I'd be using white because I want the eyes to appear really big. But this kind of does both jobs at once. It's really pale and a little bit yellow. I'm going to put the wig on and then see how I feel about mascara and lashes. And yeah, we're almost done. So I totally forgot that the bangs were super short, and so it does matter if your eyebrows are even. But whatever. I'm going to quickly paint my neck white using white face paint. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I just don't want my neck to be skin color. You can also get the ears as well if they're going to show up a little bit. I'm trying not to get any on my shirt. That's much better. To eyelash or to not eyelash? That is the question. Kind of like that it looks super weird without eyelashes. And since this is Nightmare Before Christmas, I feel like it should be a little weird. Oh yeah, and you can't see, but hold on. I made little hair horns because his little horns are shaped out of his hair. So all I did is I put a roller into the top like this and steamed it, and then I set it in place with hairspray. It's not perfect, it's a little wonky, but it's better than nothing, I think. I might trim this bit off because it's a little too long. So yeah, he's got his little horns. I tried making that shape. It looks like a little mustache on top of his head, but it's kind of impossible to do. So I just did this, and they're not perfectly even because this wig isn't perfectly even, but I think it does the trick. These bangs aren't even either. Damn. I think I might go trim this side a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I was almost forgetting a crucial part of this makeup, and that is the teeth. And I know mine look really yellow right now because of the white face paint. It also doesn't help that I have the blue around my mouth as well. Blue also makes your teeth look yellow. So I'm going to go in with tooth enamel, and this is a product specifically made for teeth. And I think I've decided on no lashes. I think this looks weird and appropriate because he is a little kid, so yeah. So to use tooth enamel, your teeth have to be dry. In order to do that, you have to take cotton pads and literally dry your teeth. And I'm going to work kind of little by little. So the tooth enamel comes like this with a pretty big applicator. I'm going to use a smaller brush so I can be more precise. And I'm going to dry my tooth, and then I'm going to paint around the edges like that. I want spiky teeth. And I can't talk while I do this. You have to wait for the paint to dry before you can kind of relax and let your saliva coat your teeth again. It is kind of hard and fidgety to do this, but it gives a super cool effect. And it's a cheap alternative if you don't want to buy fangs. And I think this is the finished look. It's kind of super weird having these teeth, and you kind of have to be careful because the tooth enamel does flake off. It comes off very easily, so it's really only just for photos. It's great for when you want to make teeth look dirty, because if it flakes off, it's fine. It's all just like textured. But when you're doing something as precise as this, it's kind of only good for photos. Otherwise, you're going to have to retouch it a lot. And yeah, this is LOK. Ignore my non-white hands. This one's actually super simple. It's just a lot of precise contouring, kind of to get that chin and that nose. But other than that, it's a very simple, very easy look. And you can make it as cute as you want. Like I added this long wig, so it's kind of like a girl lock, and made the little hair horns, but you can put in little devil horns if you want. And yeah, I kind of wish I had his mask so that I could do like the reveal, but I don't, unfortunately. So yeah, I really hope you like this look, and I really hope you guys are as excited as I am for the Nightmare Before Christmas series. I just really wanted to continue doing something special after Halloween, and I have some Christmas looks planned as well, other than the Nightmare Before Christmas. So there's going to be a lot happening in this channel in the next couple months. I'm going to be uploading a new video every Tuesday and Friday. That is my official schedule now. Who would have ever thought that I would one day have a YouTube posting schedule? Oh, how things have changed. I'm really excited for the next few looks. I'm kind of really glad that I had this idea for this series because I was really struggling with what to do after Halloween. I'm like, how do I follow that without just being completely boring? So yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!